Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to YouTube. It is I, Ichi Badass, welcoming you to the final and fifth part to the Genocide speedrunning tutorial. Yup, SANS himself gets exclusively his own part in the Genocide speedrun. And I think it's justifiable simply for the fact that SANS is an incredibly difficult boss to face, but ultimately one that once beaten is easily, preferably beaten again, within reason, based off of any mistakes that you might make. At this point, you should have your booty pie, more formally known as the butterscotch pie. You should have your instant nudes, which is the instant noodles from the lab, and any snow pieces that you may have saved or used from, like, Snowden against Undyne. People usually use around like 1, 2, maybe all of them against Undyne, or none at all. It really is up to you. If you're at the point where you don't need any snow pieces, then you probably don't even need them for SANS. The healing items that you really should have grabbed at the MTT Resort, by the way, is like the face steak, any of the glam burgers. You should have a decent amount of muns at this very point in the game. So let's do this. Let's walk through the SANS fight. I will be using the empty gun and the cowboy hat. Cowboy hat doesn't matter simply because we're already past the grinding of monsters in Hotlands and Core, but the empty gun is amazing against SANS for just simply saving us some time. Hey, you look frustrated about something. Guess I'm pretty good at my job, huh? It's a beautiful day outside. Birds are singing. Yep. Since this save state is a practice save for SANS, you can see it's very, very potentially painful going into it. After you died the first time fighting SANS, the opening intro will actually catch you off guard if you're not prepared for it. So it's like the more you lose against SANS, the more difficult the game actually becomes. Want to throw that out there. It's gonna make life interesting. Preferably speedrunning Genocide, you want to be at the point where you can complete SANS without dying, regardless of the number of healing items that you're going to use against him. The patterns of his attack doesn't change regardless of like how many times that you have or have not died. As you can see, he just simply goes straight into it without any sort of mercy. The opening attack pattern, exactly the same. Next attack, same thing. Here we go. Little jumps. Now, there is a specific bit of RNG involved with SANS attacks when he does the random 5 or random 6 pattern attack. The Gaster Blasters that he does in small streams and large streams, that too has like its own randomized pattern that isn't fixed, like if you were fighting against Undyne. So getting used to dodging will definitely get you far during this fight, and remembering his pattern of attacks. Again, this is jumping through the bones. The previous one, as you saw me get beaten up, is a combination of don't move and short hops. When you attack him with the empty gun, just mash. Just mash as much as possible. This is hopping from green platform to green platform. Make sure to clear it before that bone comes across, otherwise it will swipe you. Now for this right here, I like to stay on the bottom of the board, because otherwise when you're moving on the green platforms, it's difficult for you to move. And then you just jump up. Again, staying on the bottom. Short hop, dodge, tall hop, and you just be on the left side of the platform, slide through and hop. I actually learned that one hop before the final row that you go through from watching a Dark Souls speedrunner fight SANS, attempting a no-hit against it. This one you go to the edge and just hop over 4 rows. This is gonna be jumping through random height bones. I really hate these ones a lot, because it's a very small window to jump through it. Right here, SANS gives you the opportunity of sparing, which actually he just like straight up instant kills you. So here is your opportunity to heal up, whether you use your hero stick, whatever the hell. I recommend healing as close to maximum HP as possible at this point during your SANS fight. I've seen some people where they like only you want to use like a basic healing item or something. It's like, no, you want to be at max health. And reason for being at closest to max health or at max health is you're less as likely needing to heal again during your second phase with SANS, which includes menu bones and the random 5-attack RNG attacks, which I will be showing here in a moment. You've probably seen it. You've probably seen it. See, this would be our first random 5, which is RNG-based attacks with SANS. Just mash as soon as it's over, you get right into it. These, the pattern which it uses is also random, but it is consistent after the random 5 attack from SANS. And the bone right there is a menu bone. Now you can wait a second so you don't get hit by it, or you can just mash through it. Another random 5. You count 3, 4, 5. Now we have bottom menu bones, and then it'll switch to being on both. For this scene right here, for the gravity bones, your count is actually 9. After 9, there's no more attacks, and you should be ready to mash. Additionally, if your keyboard supports multi-input, you can just simply hold down all directional keys and auto-dodge that attack. Again, he does the same exact gravity bones attack. Holding down all directional keys will help to protect you against this. Now you can learn to menu to actually dodge the bones on the bottom if you want to practice a no-hit SANS. This, you want to go in a counterclockwise circle, like so. After the last one, just mash. This is going to be probably our 6th random attack phase. So this is 3, 4, 5, and 6. Gravity bones, but these are the large ones. The count again is still 9 gravity bones before being able to essentially go into his final attack. Which at this point, you can do a full heal. If you do, however, full heal here, you're going to have to go through one additional phase of his attacks. So healing, for going to that final attack, it is definitely recommended to heal. Now he's saying that he's going to go for his special attack right now, in this instant, because we were at the final phase already. Serpentine. Wait a second before jumping. Go up, go bottom right, go upper left, and now for the caster blast. You're gonna go in a counterclockwise motion and stay closer to the center, making a smaller box-like motion to dodge that final attack of SANS. There's a little bit of room for error depending on how much health that you have going into his final attack. I recommend anywhere between 50 to 70 health to make it easier and almost casual to go through it, as I go through it with no hit. So that is pretty much all that you have to see for SANS, and it's not really something that I can just simply tell you like, okay, well, you do this, this, and that, you beat SANS every single time. You have to experience SANS. You have to fight SANS and learn the pattern of his attacks to get through him. Because ultimately, if you want to be a speedrunner for the No Mercy, or more commonly known as the Genocide category for Undertale, SANS is your final opponent, and he is pretty intimidating for most people. And just about anyone on that top 10 No Mercy category for Undertale speedrunning this game, we complete this without dying. Not necessarily without healing, but we complete it without dying. I've run this course so many times that I complete the entirety of the Genocide speedrun without using any healing items against Undyne, against SANS. I don't even grab the instant noodles. I don't grab the booty pie because I don't need healing items. I don't need armor. I just need weapons to get the job done, to do it as fast as humanly possible. So SANS is officially beaten right here. If you watch me play through this, if you watch this video over and over again, you will learn his attacks without actually physically experiencing it for yourself. But you're gonna have to experience SANS. You're gonna have to watch him. Now, at this point here, you cannot mash through SANS dialogue like you can mash through the dialogue during the actual fight. You have to wait for the dialogue to play through. So usually you'll see me just sitting here mashing confirmation, whether it be enter or the Z confirmation to go through his dialogue. And I also sit on the far left-hand corner because you're only able to move as soon as SANS falls asleep. As soon as SANS falls asleep, you're able to move this box here where SANS is doing absolutely nothing over to finish the job and end our final boss battle of the Genocide route. But you gotta wait for him to fall asleep. If you do not wait, then it resets the timer before he falls asleep, and it is very inconvenient. Now you've reached the end. There's nothing left for you now. So, in my personal opinion, the most determined thing you can do here is to, just completely give up and not do literally anything else. You can already tell SANS is getting ready to fall asleep. Now, after he closes his eyes, it's not when you move. When you actually see the Aster font Z come up, you'll see the change in his expression from his closed eyes expression to actually being asleep. That is when you finally move the dialogue, the combat box at which you're inside of, over. See, the change of expression right before even the Aster Z font appears on screen. Now, continue mashing your Z. You don't have to be super crazy about it, but just hold down right to move the box over. As soon as you're just a hair over that fight sign, you'll be able to attack SANS. You'll instantly attack him. And just continue confirming through it. Hold the right direction to get ready to move. And as soon as you're able to move is typically when I put in my split for the SANS scene. You can do it as soon as you transition scenes. As long as you are consistently putting in your splits, you're A-okay and ready to go. SANS is the final fight. That's it. You just go to Asgore, talk to him, and prepare to end the game. Now, there's no need to meme. Why not settle this over a nice cup of memes? You just straight up instantly kill Asgore. It's terrible. Why you? See? I never betrayed you. It was all a trick, see? I was waiting to kill him for you. After all, it's me, your best friend. I'm helpful. I can be useful to you. I promise I won't get in your way. I can help. I can. Please. Don't kill me. And after all that, you're finally greeted by none other than Chara. Greetings. I am Ichi. Thank you. Your power awakened me from death. My human soul, my determination. They were not mine, but yours. At first, I was so confused. Now, at this point in the game is the flag for verifiers to determine whether or not you actually did a true reset before submitting your genocide speedrun. This on screen is the correct dialogue, whereas the wrong dialogue would be where Chara says something along the lines of, "Greetings, I am the demon that blah 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 blah." Also, Flowey's dialogue in the beginning of the game is also different, based off of these flags of whether or not you've actually did a genocide route prior to this. When you get to the very end here, after you choose to erase or not erase the world, in that exact moment after confirming erase or do not erase is when you actually end your split for genocide. It is the very last split of the entire speedrun and is the final measurement that is used to confirm your time. So Chara says, "Let us erase this pointless world and move on to the next." The dialogue here, why you use a single letter name instead of a multi-character name for genocide, is each individual character is loaded in. It's not like a second per character, but you save time by going with single letter versus a full name in genocide in comparison to the neutral or TPE speedruns. You can't mash through the dialogue from Chara, but you do have to confirm with either Z or enter the dialogue to transition to the next line. Here you are presented with erase or do not erase. If you erase it, it's actually faster to just continuously start mashing your confirmation followed by ending your split. If you feel that you're over time and you want to see the cutscene, then you go with do not, which I will be doing do not in this case scenario. No? How curious. You must have misunderstood. Since when were you the one in control? And you get a nice, crazy jump scare scene thing after you choose not to erase. If you open your game after that instance of completing your genocide playthrough, you'll find yourself left with a dark screen of absolutely nothing that leaves a lot of people completely confused. You hear that? The sound of nothing. This is because you you have to make a deal with Chara to give up your soul in order to restore your save point back to where it was before, prior to your actions in genocide, in order to continue playing Undertale. If you go through the methods of true resetting the game, or I believe it's in the link description of my YouTube video of how to true reset, or even if you have like the Steam DRM free version to just simply delete your save files, you don't have to wait the 10 minutes to go through all this crap. But if you are doing a soulless pacifist speedrun where you complete genocide and go into a true pacifist ending, then you must actually wait through the darkness to continue your game in order to continue that speedrun route. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that the 5-part Genocide speedrunning tutorial was useful to you. I hope you were able to actually grab some information from this that will help you with your Genocide speedruns in the future. If you have any comments and questions, please leave it in the comment sections below, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. You can also watch me live almost every single day, 6 days a week, speedrunning Undertale typically, not just Genocide, but Neutral Any Percent and True Pacifist Ending speedruns too, on twitch.tv/ichibadass. All my information can be found in the channel description, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Best of luck to you, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!